talking about random shit. 26. I'm gonna be talking about Dragon Ball Z Super, or at least Super, and how I didn't really fuck with Super like that. The arcs I really fucked with in Super was goddamn GT, well not GT, but when Future Trunks came back, and Zamasu, the whole Zamasu, the whole Future arc, and then the other arc was I'm getting my ass beat because I'm talking and playing. I ain't locked in, but this is gonna be one hard weight boss while trying to talk and play. But so I didn't really like the I didn't like the fact that when they first started Super, they did a whole, just literally the first few seasons of Super, or the first few episodes of Super, was literally them just rehashing the movies. Fucking did not stand it, could not stand it, said fuck it, I'm not watching. And then they got to the Goku Black, or they got to the tournament of the tournament between Champa's universe and Beerus's universe. They had that arc happen, they're fighting and all that shit, and Hit was announced. When my friend told me straight up, he said, yo, these are the names of the characters. I said, these characters are fucking trash. Hit, Frost, and Kaba. I like, them names fucking suck. These dudes gonna fucking suck. I'm gonna make my prediction now. These niggas gonna be trash. And I was like, they're gonna be trash. And guess what? The only one that was not trash was Hit. And I was like, I was wrong. I was wrong like a motherfucker. Hit was actually cool as fuck. Hit was actually a goon, bro. I actually fucked with Hit. Hit's character was really done well. I really fucked with Hit's character. I really love Hit's character. And then they got what's the name? Frost, and Frost is ass, you know, that's just what's gonna happen, you know. Frost's gonna be ass, and that's not a big deal, you know. You know what I'm saying? Frost being ass makes sense, you know. Kaba being ass also makes sense, you know. You know, Frost makes sense being ass. Kaba makes sense of being ass. So it makes sense. Those characters make sense being trash. And then after that arc, it was literally fuck, what was it? It was goddamn Goku Black. I think it was Goku Black arc after that. Like the Future Trunks arc. God damn. I got closer to beating him this time. But like I was saying, the Goku Black arc, that was one. After that, it was a good one. That arc was great. I really didn't fuck with how they ended it in terms of having like Fuse Zamasu turn into Ultimate Zamasu, and after that, I actually predicted what would happen and how they would pseudo win the fight and beat him. I pseudo guessed it because I said, oh, how they gonna beat Fuse Zamasu? Like, because half of Goku Black is fucking human, and so what's gonna happen is that they're gonna fucking do all this shit, and eventually that other half of Goku Black is gonna go because they're gonna kill it. They're gonna end it. They're going to kill it because that's one half. Because Goku Black is actually not immortal. The only one that's immortal is Zamasu, and guess what? Zamasu survived. The only thing that survived was Zamasu. That was it. The Goku Black died. It was gone. He was gone because he wasn't really like he was not immortal, you know. So it makes sense they had to call him Zeno because he's immortal. The nigga's immortal. Goku Black's Fuse Zamasu. Zamasu's immortal. So of course you gotta get someone who's literally above all the universes to get rid of this fucking practically god that can't be killed by conventional means or shit. You know what I mean? You have to kill him somehow. You gotta get rid of him. So they called Zeno to fucking kill him. And because they called Zeno to kill him, it was like, we'll just fucking get rid of him with Zeno. And it's like, that makes sense. Because you can't get rid of this fucking god without like an actual fucking god doing the shit. Because otherwise you can't beat this nigga. So fuck it. It made sense that they called Zeno on him. It made sense. And then they did Goku versus Hit, and Hit trying to kill Goku, and that was cool too. That was actually a cool fight. That was really, really cool. I like that. And then they did the Tournament of Power, and I really didn't like Tournament of Power like that. I like leading up the fights, Gohan being useful, Krillin being useful, Tien being useful, Master Roshi being useful. They were all good. And then right when they started getting to the Master Ultra Instinct shit and Blue evolved shit, and it was like, okay, now this shit's stupid. Because Vegeta was zapped of energy, magically gets all his energy back. Zapped the energy, got his energy back. All these characters zapped with energy. The people who should have won this tournament should have been Jiren. Jiren should have won the tournament at the end, 100%. He was the most healthy out of all of the combatants. He was the most healthiest of all of them. And I don't like the fact that they just gave Goku and his friends the win on that, because that shit's fucking fake. To me, it was fake as shit. Because I don't think they deserved that shit. I don't think they fucking really deserved that win. I feel like Hit deserved it. I mean, fucking Jiren deserved it. Because Jiren legit was putting in all the fucking fighting multiple niggas, and had to deal with being jumped and everything. But at the same time, freezing them, you know, I like that Frieza got to Jiren. Like, he actually got to his head and started fucking with him a little bit. And all it did, and when he tried to like mentally fuck with him and talk shit about Jiren and his family and stuff, all it did was legit piss Jiren off and get him stronger, you know what I mean? So his talking shit only, you know, buffed him up a little bit better, you know? But that I didn't really like that. And I hear that they're going to be continuing Dragon Ball Super. They're going to continue it. I hope they bring it back to what it was, like the more brutal. Or it was like, well, if you looked at the Frieza saga at the very end, when Goku and fucking Frieza are fighting, you literally see them like they bleeding, and you can see, you know what I mean? They, you know, got cut and there was so much more to it than just, well, they were getting close to it. When they showed the scene where Ultra Instinct took a toll on Goku's back and you saw the blood splatter type shit, I thought they were bringing it back to what it was, what Dragon Ball Z was. And I was like, yes, that's what Dragon Ball Z needs. I mean, Super needed. Super needs this. And then it's like, nope, actually, we're not doing that. In fact, we're not doing that at all. What we're going to do is, we're going to do the opposite of that. And I was like, man, fuck, bro. That was a really good moment, bro. I thought y'all really gonna bring it back to what it was, to what Dragon Ball Z was. Like, you know, Dragon Ball, you know, make it more brutal, more violent than what it was. And the only reason it's like that is because it's a kids show now. Like, cause it's considered a kids show now. So because it's considered a kids show, they're not gonna do the violent shit no more. They're not gonna be more violent. They're not gonna do violent shit anymore because it's considered a kids show now. It's considered a kids show, so they ain't gonna do that no more. And because it's considered a kids show, they're never gonna see those scenes of violence and shit no more. You're never gonna see it. I'm never gonna beat this boss by talking, but you're never gonna beat him. Like, I mean, shit, you're never gonna beat Dragon Ball Z. You're never gonna beat that. Super never was gonna beat Dragon Ball Z. It never would, because of how everything was, how it felt more impactful. Shit felt more serious. Even though you always had the Dragon Balls, practically, even though sometimes they didn't have them at all. You know what I mean? And it's like those moments felt more serious. When the Saiyan Saga popped up, it was a serious moment. We ain't got no Dragon Balls. These motherfuckers will kill us. We have to beat them. We have to win, or else the world is destroyed, because we got no Dragon Balls. Again, when Piccolo fused with Kami, again, no Dragon Balls. So shit got more serious. Shit got way more serious. And once it got to the Blue Saga, that's when shit stopped being more serious. Because then Dragon Balls, we got Dragon Balls. So what we scared of? We got Dragon Balls. we shouldn't be scared. We got Dragon Balls, bro. We got Dragon Balls. What are we scared of? You know what I mean? We got Dragon Balls. We got Dragon Balls, so we shouldn't be scared at all. You know? Fuck. Okay. You know, we got Dragon Balls. We ain't gonna be scared. There's no reason to be scared. Because you wanna know why we got Dragon Balls. We got Dragon Balls. We ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Oh shit, that actually does damage. I forgot. I did do this fucking goddamn stupid ass Virgil build for a while. I don't know why I stopped. I guess I was doing the Virgil build for a while. This is the Virgil build. It's supposed to be the Yamato. That's why the white hair exists. You know, the character has white hair for the reason because it's supposed to be a Virgil build. The whole Virgil shit. But I ain't got the blue hoodie yet. I gotta put it back on. But yeah. I didn't know I had that. I forgot. I dead ass forgot that shit existed. Wow, my stupid ass. But to end this, cause I'm gonna play this on my own. Or you know what? I'll beat it. Fuck it. This be a juicy video, long video, something long. It'll be a long video. I'll beat him. So fuck it. We'll beat him on camera. Fuck it. I ain't gonna beat him off camera. Fuck that shit. But yeah, with that shit ending, I guess I could talk about the Hogwarts game that was people keep, you know, jizzing over. That game, people jizz over the Hogwarts game, and I'm like, I don't have a childhood with Harry Potter, so I'm like, who fucking cares? I'm over here like, who fucking cares? And it's like, these people care, the liberals care. I'm like, okay, I don't care though. You should care because why should I care? Because shit. You should care because it's like they're offended and stuff. Like, I don't fucking care about that shit, man. I don't give 7 shits about that game, bro. Because I liked Harry Potter when they were all kids. When they were kids, it was good. Harry Potter was good when they were children. After that shit became ass. I don't care what the fuck you say. That shit was ass. When they became adults, that shit became ass. Back to my Virgil build. Hold on, let me see if I can find something that resembles Virgil's cloak a little bit. This is the closest that resembles it. But whatever. This is the closest my Virgil build. As close as I can get. Hold on. There we go. As close as I get to my Virgil build. I'm as close as I can get to my Virgil build. So let's get to it. But let's get to it, bitch. Come on. Shit, hold on, let me. Hey, yo, can you be a friend? Okay, cool. Thank you. So I can keep both weapons. So I can do both. So I can swim and stuff. So I can do that. You know what I mean? Shit. Alright. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? For me, the Virgil build, the reason why I like Virgil, because he's like, oh, I was supposed to talk about Hogwarts, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm focused on something else. I'm over here talking about Virgil instead of Hogwarts. My bad. The reason why I don't really care for Hogwarts, because like I said, it was because I watched it when they were kids and I enjoyed that. They kept it going. I said, fuck it, that shit ass, move on, right? That was my mentality for it. I didn't care for it because I was like, man, who cares about Hogwarts, bruh? You know, who gives a fuck? That shit's ass, right? And people are like, no, it's good. And it's like, bruh, y'all really like them as adults? This shit ass. And I grew up with like Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Kung Fu Panda, Kick Buttowski, all types of shit that literally shits on Harry Potter. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter, and niggas in my neighborhood didn't give a fuck about Harry Potter. So, you know what I mean? Who the fuck cares about shitty ass Harry Potter? And there's a lot of people that like Harry Potter. I'm like, wow, I'm actually shocked that people love Harry Potter. And I'm over here like thinking, y'all niggas really fuck with that? That's crazy. Y'all weird. I'm thinking y'all weirdos. There are political reasons why people hate the game and shit. I know that. Transphobia, whatever the fuck, right? I personally don't like it, not because of the political aspect of it, but because of the fucking what I just said earlier. My reasons are the reason why I don't like this, goddamn the game or care for the game at all, because I have my reasons. I have my legitimate gripes with it, because I grew up with other shit that was around than that, you know. So I didn't have to worry about. I wasn't really focused on that. Shit, even Narnia came out. People were hyped about that shit, and I didn't care for Narnia either. Narnia was another series that came out. I think J.K. Rowling did that one too. I can't remember. I think J.K. Rowling did that one as well. You know, I didn't care for Harry Potter. I didn't care for Narnia either, because I thought Narnia and Harry Potter was boring. Compared to the series that I like to watch when I was younger, I think they were all fucking boring. I honestly think they're boring as hell. I think this shit boring as hell. Compared to all the stuff I grew up watching, I think that shit was boring as hell. You know? Almost got his ass. Fuck! I'ma lose. No! Virgil! Virgil! I screamed out Virgil! Virgil build! Yes sir! The Virgil build success, nigga! The Virgil build success. But I'll end the video here. I know it was kind of stupid how that was taking so long, but it was funny. It was funny. That was funny. But for me, it's just like I didn't care for the J.K. Rowling stuff. You can get mad and hate it for transphobia or whatever. That's fine. I don't care for it. I like trans people. I think they're cool as fuck. You know, go outside. You know what I mean? Just go outside and meet people. They're cool as fuck. They're cool peoples. You know what I mean? But the people online are fucking insufferable pricks, and that's what makes people want to, you know, purposely support that shit. And you know, you know how people like up in arms against BLM and stuff. The reason why people are so up in arms is not because the fucking message is bad. Fuck out of here, y'all. You know damn well the message ain't that bad. That Black Lives Matter. The message itself ain't bad. It's the people. The people who are in that movement are the problem. You know? When you got these blue-haired people fucking screaming and stomping their feet like fucking whiny babies, it gets people pissed off, and then they kind of get offended, and they do, you know? And it doesn't help the people you're trying to help. You're not helping those people. You're harming those people, because the people who are trans, people who are non-binary, and people who are all those other things, they don't give a fuck. They don't care, bruh. They just want to live their life and exist and be left the fuck alone. They just want to be left the goddamn alone. They don't care about this shit. The only people that care this much are people who aren't in that community. That's why you see me not screaming and shit about it, because it's like, fuck that. Fuck that. Why would I get so upset about shit? It don't affect me. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me home. It doesn't hit home for me. The only time shit hit home for me is me, you know, being a black person. Being black, that's where it hit home for me. It hit home for me because I'm black, you know, I'm a black person. So issues about black people hit home to me. So it makes sense that, you know, it sucks to have to see the reason. The greatest part about it is that the groups of people, trans people, gay people, they don't fucking care about the debate between the right wing about trans issues and stuff. Trans people, they're the fucking blah 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 society. They don't fucking care. Cause you wanna know what they're doing? They're living their life, enjoying their existence, getting who they want to be with. They get who they want to be with. They also just paying their taxes, minding their business, doing their own shit. That's what they're doing. That's what the LGBT community doing. Fuck. Why? Rainbow stones? Yes, sir. I put that out. Yes, sir. But like I was trying to finish what I'm saying is that these people, they don't care for that. They don't care about all that shit because you want to know why? They have more pressing and more important shit to deal with. They have more important things that they dealing with in their life than worrying about some random loser who gets upset that, you know, they transition. They got other shit to worry about. They ain't worrying about that dude. They're minding their own business, living their motherfucking life. That's what they're doing. But the people who are complaining are the ones who are not that. They're not trans. These people who complain aren't trans. They're not. And that's what really is what pushing these fucking groups of people to be hating, you know, trans people, gay people, because literally the people who hate them the most, I'm not doing a playthrough of this game, but the people who are talking and complaining about, you know, about J.K. Rowling are ones that are not, they're not gay, they're not trans, they're not non-binary, they're none of that stuff. They're none of that shit. So it's like, fuck you. And then people get upset because then you also moralize people. How dare you support J.K. Rowling's game and shit? It's like, bro, let people just enjoy the fucking media. I get that if the person's a piece of shit, whatever, fine. People like R. Kelly. People fuck with R. Kelly's music. He's a piece of shit. That dude's a piece of shit. People still love Bill Cosby. He's a piece of shit. But don't sit there and get on their head tops about it. Don't get on these people. Because then they'll start defending people like that. Because they feel like they're being lumped in. And then they start defending them because you're attacking them when you should be attacking the person that you should be attacking or disagreeing with, whatever you want to do. You could disagree or attack. It don't matter. It's just weird. The way the paradigm is weird nowadays. The paradigm is so weird. It's weird. It sucks because you can't do shit. You can't put a gay person in a plot just to have a gay person in the plot. You can't put no one in, you gotta strategically put people in fucking places to be able to fucking tell a shitty story that don't fucking matter because it's fucking fiction. You have to do that dumb shit. It's retarded. It's slow as fuck. Anything that isn't conservative, you gotta fucking be smart about putting it in the show. You can't just throw it in there and don't give a fuck. You have to be smart about it. All these bitches whine and cry. And it's like, god damn. You don't do that shit with fucking straight people in fucking TV shows. You don't do none of that shit. That shit ass. What's wrong with y'all? It's like a double standard. I don't fuck with the double standard shit. I never like double standards in terms of shit. Because it's like, it's just like, it's corny. It's corny as hell. Double standards in fucking media is fucking corny. Because we're just gonna pretend that we will hold the same standard if it was you know, normal stuff, like if it wasn't just straight people. If it was straight people in a fucking TV show, that you would hold the same standard, and it's bullshit. You don't hold the same standard even if they're straight or not. You don't fucking care. If you have fucking forced straight couple in a show, you don't give a fuck whether or not they're forced straight couples. You don't fucking care. You only care because there's a forced gay character or forced trans character. That's the only reason you give a fuck specifically. That's your specific reason why you care. Because they're forcing that character in the show, and you don't like those types of people. Whatever reason you have. The nature reason is not natural. We do a fuck ton of unnatural things in this world. You know the most natural thing to do is to if you can't take care of a baby, kill it. That's natural as fuck. Look at animals. If they can't raise a child, they don't force themselves to raise a fucking child they can't take care of. They kill it. They make sure they kill that motherfucker. A fucking lion will eat its baby if it can't feed all of them. If it births too many pups or cubs, it would eat one of them to feed the rest. You see what I'm saying here? Do we go out our way when I'm broke, I accidentally got pregnant, I'm 14, I got pregnant, I can't make any money, I'm broke, and I have to go to school, I can't or 15 or whatever, right? I can't do both. I can't take care of this kid. Should she be able to kill that baby? No. then why are we saying nature all of a sudden? Why are we screaming about how we need to follow nature itself when we don't really follow nature to the 10th degree? The truest nature is to go back into the way of what we've been doing. No cars, none of that shit. But no one wants to do that. Nobody wants to go back to hunting for their own food and shit. Nobody want to do that. Fuck that. I don't want to go back to that. That's why I say fuck it. Let's keep it unnatural. Let's stay unnatural. You want to know why? 'Cause I'm not about to go outside and fucking hunt for my own food. Fuck that shit. That shit ass. Do you understand? If you're not a good hunter, you're not going home. You're not eating tonight. You're not eating tonight. If you're not a good hunter, you're not eating tonight, dog. You're not eating tonight. That's what happens if you're not a good hunter. If you're not a good hunter, you're not eating tonight. You're not eating. You get what I'm saying to you? So it's like, fuck that. I'm a keep it where it's at. Stay unnatural. Keep it where it's at. Unnatural as hell. Because guess what? The natural way of the world is worse. Food stamps should go. I guess y'all do believe in that, though. You get what I'm saying? Disability. Let's say someone get a crippled, becomes crippled, and they can only use a wheelchair. No, you don't get disability. No disability for you. Disability gone. So if you worked your entire life, you don't get disability. No disability. So you don't get paid. No money. Fuck out of here. Right? That's gone. Workers' comp, all that shit. You want natural? Make sure if you lose your job, you're just fucked. There is no help for you. There's no government assistance. Nothing. You're just fucked. There's no help at all. No minimum wage. Nothing. Just literally. You have to fight for pennies, basically. You're surviving for pennies, you know what I'm saying? Go back to what it was, natural, where you had to survive and fight for pennies. Because guess what? That's the natural way of the world. You have to fight for everything you can get. Pennies, my guy. Nothing else. None of these nice-ass cushy jobs. Go back to hard labor, that's it. No more cushy jobs. No more office jobs, none of that. No more retail, none of that. No more retail jobs either. No more fast food places, none of that. No movie theaters, none of that. If we really want to go down the natural route, that's where we're taking ourselves to. Which no one will want to go down that route anyway. But it's so bullshit that we're using that as an argumentation if we're not going to follow it to its logical conclusion. It's fucking dumb. We're not following it to its logical conclusion. We're just using it as an argument because we have no actual argument for ourselves. We have no real argument or any stance for real. Because there's no real reason to hate these people or want these people up out of here or make sure they can't have rights or anything. There's no real rhyme or reason to do that. There's nothing there. There's nothing to hold that there. There's no rhyme or reason to do that. There's zero rhyme or reason to have that. You just want to have it for your religious reason, but you're too afraid to say, religiously, I just don't fuck with gay people. Religiously, I don't fuck with trans people. Just be real about this shit. Just be real about it and just say that's the reason why. I'm tired of the fucking fake natural shit. It's bullshit. It's fake as hell. It's so retarded. Because no one wants to go by its full logical conclusion. Nobody wants to follow that argument to its full logical conclusion. Nobody wants to follow it to its end, to its logical end. No one wants to follow it there. You want to use it and throw it out there because it's like writing on a piece of paper and throwing it into the wind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if we sit down and take it to its logical conclusion, then nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to go hunting for their own food. None of you niggas are gonna do it. Oh, movie theaters, fuck all that. No more movies, no more TV, none of that. Go back to what it is. Go back to outside. No more. No, you don't get to live in a house. You don't get to have a heater. None of that. None of that. None of that. You have to build your house from the ground up. No, none of that heat. None of that central heating. None of that shit. No. No cars. No nothing. You see what I'm saying? The logical conclusion is all of what I just said. It's going back to the natural way, like in the fucking Westerns. And nobody want to live like that. Nobody want to live like that. We have all this technology. Why the fuck are we sitting here living like fucking savages still? The fuck are we doing? No. Fuck out of here. None of you niggas want to live off the land, because every bitch that's saying that, your job is literally the most unnatural job you have in your entire existence. It is the most unnatural job you got, and you will not quit. You won't be the change you want to see. You won't quit your job, Ben Shapiro. You won't do none of that shit. You wouldn't go out and do the fucking live on the land, build your house, live off the hunt for your own food and all that shit. You won't do that. You won't do that. So I don't get why you use that as an argument. None of you niggas are gonna do that. So why use that as an argument? Because no one's gonna go by its logical conclusion. No one's gonna do that. We're just using it as arguments, and it's trash. That's why I don't give a fuck about this shit. And then the slippery slope about if you allow them, you're gonna allow pedophilia and child rearing and shit like that. I mean, your group of people that you have in your camp literally are the red pill community that say the same thing y'all saying. They want legit damn near 17-year-olds. Like the young, like really, really young girls, just fresh out of high school type chicks. That's what they're looking for. Fresh out of high school. Like damn near. They're closest to what you're talking about. You're the closest there without even saying it. Y'all closer to what y'all complaining about than anyone else. No one else is saying, oh yeah, lower the age of consent. Fuck all that. Niggas want it higher. People want the fucking left want that shit high as fuck. You gotta have all types of consent. You can't not fuck a bitch and she's like, I don't know. I don't know. But she go with it anyway. You can't even do that. Or it could be considered fucking statutory rape. That could be statutory rape or rape itself. You know what I mean? So what the fuck are you talking about? So who are you talking to? You must be talking to the ether at that point. Cause these niggas literally say, if you even had a girl say, I don't know, during intercourse, your shit done for. She can go to the police and get your ass fucked up. Of all people you're complaining about wanting to lower, making it where you can fuck little kids, you crazy as hell to say the left doing that shit. You crazy as fuck. And then we got fucking out here, got fucking exposés and niggas out here diddling little girls and shit on your side of the aisle doing that shit. That's crazy as fuck. That's crazy as shit. Y'all niggas out here doing that shit like crazy. That's crazy. I'll end it here. I got kind of annoyed because it is annoying. It's really annoying to watch that shit and hear that shit. Because it's like, fuck. Like, are we just going to pretend we're just not living in... No one's going to call them out and say, wait a minute, bruh. Nobody want to live, go full on with their argument. None of that. I would say the people who live on the land and do all that shit and say the shit in interview, and they get interviewed by people and they say, yeah, I think that way, and I think it's the natural way. I'll be like, okay, his opinion's more valid than any of you niggas. All y'all opinions invalid. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I'm more willing to hear him out. I'm more willing to hear the nigga who living that whole natural world type bullshit instead of the people who use it as an argument and then just don't want to live it. So fuck that. It's the people who live that argument is the ones I'll listen to, not the ones who fucking say the argument and then don't live by that argument. Like, actually go out and live that life, because that shit's bullshit. It's hard as hell, and you have to dedicate yourself for that shit. It's garbage. Having to hunt for your own food. If you can't hunt, your ass ain't eating. You know what I mean? And nobody want to go home hungry. Nobody want to do that shit. I want to go to the grocery store and pick up my fucking pack of meat and be able to cook that bitch and then move on. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to sit there and have to hunt and go outside and fucking stalk a fucking deer or whatever the fuck you're stalking for to get meat out of it so you can eat. Fuck that shit. That shit's trash. No, that shit's trash. Nobody gonna do that. Nobody want to sacrifice living in without central heat. Nobody want to sacrifice living without a heater or a fucking air conditioning. No, nobody gonna sacrifice having to walk everywhere or raise money, get money enough to be able to get a horse and live off with that. Nobody want to do that. Nah, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to. So when people use that as an argument, I just sit there and look at you like you're fucking stupid, because you're not going to do that. You won't do none of the shit you're saying of the natural world. You're just using it as an argument, and it's trash. Because once you find out it's just an argument for them and it's not actually something they will do and they actually believe in, it's just an argument, it's bullshit, and I don't care for it no more. Because it's the same way if I say, oh, child diddling's bad, and You should never diddle a child. You shouldn't do none of that. Don't diddle kids. How dare you? And then I go out and diddle kids. That shit's stupid. How can you say that and then not live your principles? You saying all this shit and how it should be a principle and all this other bullshit, but you don't live any of it. It's all bullshit to you. You're just using it. And it's just trash. So I'm gonna end it here for this video. It's annoying. I know it's a fucking annoying. I hate politics. I legit try to avoid it as much as possible, but I wound up watching Marvel's Avengers, and then somehow I got to politics. That's why I'm talking about it today. I was on Marvel's Avengers watching a video on it, and then I randomly popped into a political videos from somewhere. A political video popped up, and I clicked it because I was stupid. I clicked it, and then this is where this rant comes from. It's incoherent. It's fucking stupid. Whatever. I say let motherfuckers live their life the way they want to live it. Let these fucking grown-ass adults live their lives the way they want to live it and stop impeding their existence. Fuck you. Let them motherfuckers live their lives. They ain't hurting no goddamn body. You know who hurting somebody? You. Because you actively want to hurt these people for them wanting to exist. You want to hurt their existence. They're not hurting people. You hurting them. You know what I'm saying? So where's the hurt they're causing other people? You're the one causing more pain onto these people because they're minding their business while you're attacking them and fucking with them, you know? So I say fuck it. As long as they're not hurting anyone, why the fuck should I care what they do? So if a fucking trans woman say, hey, I'm a woman, I'm say fuck it, go for it and move on. I don't fucking care. I don't care. They're not hurting no damn body. They ain't hurting anybody. I would be hurting that person if I went out of my way to try and fucking shit on them and try to make them feel bad and all this shit and try to shame them and stuff like that. That's me harming that person specifically. I'm harming them, not the other way around. You see what I'm saying? And I don't believe in harming other people for no reason. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with harming people for no reason. Fuck that. That's ass. Just fucking attacking people for random? No, that's ass. So let the people live their motherfucking lives. That's all I say. And then the slippery slope would be, what about child diddlers? They harm people, fool. They harming children, fool. Like, so we're what about pot? Pot should be legal. Of all things that harm people, cigarettes harm more people. And you got fucking literal people on Fox fucking News who ain't never smoked pot or even fucking take not even a fucking ounce of THC has hit their fucking lung. Nothing, not even a fucking edible or a gummy has touched their lips. Nothing. And I'm supposed to hear what they got the fuck to say, and they ain't never tried weed in their fucking existence, not even once. But they saying cigarettes is better? Swallow a dick. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing he's saying. Nah. And that's on Fox News. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. A fucking plant that does nothing but make people happy and make people hungry and make food taste better and make you eat up everything in the motherfucking house and sleepy. The only thing that shit do compared to got fucking goddamn machine in the throat, can't talk, got fucking harder breathing if you smoke a motherfucking cigarette. That's what happens when you smoke cigarettes. Can't talk worth a damn because you got a fucking machine in your throat. You got a hole in your fucking throat because you can't talk because the fucking cigarettes ate away at your fucking throat. Are you fucking kidding me? We really sitting here saying that shit, that cigarettes is better than weed. You crazy as fuck. Fuck out of here. Fuck off. I'll end this video here. That's where I'll end it on. Weed. I'll end it on that. You should smoke weed. You should smoke weed. Smoke motherfucking weed.